Warning, this video is not targeted to kids and may be inappropriate to younger audiences. Your discretion is advised. Hello, dudes and dudettes. It's your favorite Reacher GamerMix17 here, and I am back once again for another Minecraft lesson remastered video, I guess you can say. And today I'll be going over animal handling and animal breeding. And not like my ridiculous title that I did on my previous attempt of making this video. That was, of course, animal spacing or something like that. I would swear I was thinking I was real smart then. I'm definitely a lot more intelligent than I was then before. Not smart, but more intelligent. So we'll start off with the classics, or the four classics being cows, pigs, sheep, and chickens, even though they're not exactly originals, but still classic enough for me to consider them that. And just to throw in there in the batch, since they're super related to cows, being mushrooms. So, what are we going to need for these animals? Well, we are going to need quite a variety of food, since, you know, this is almost a full double chest of nothing but food. I nearly lost my mind having to do this whole thing. So, what we're going to need is, of course, the wonderful thing of wheat, along with beetroot, potato, and carrot. What else are we going to need from here? Well, we're also going to need, or not really need, but just to show it a bit more, is seeds. Now, why do I need all of these things? Like I said, this is to basically breed them. So wheat actually breeds all of mushroom cows, and sheep. And of course we promptly get all of these. And you can use the same wheat to make these animals grow a whole lot quicker, but I don't recommend it since it takes a while for them to grow. Mushroom cows, however, have a very interesting factor about them. Rather than cows being able to give you milk when you use a bucket on them to give you a bucket of milk, if you use a wooden bowl on a mushroom cow, it gives you mushroom soup. So, yeah. In case you want to save up some other stuff like that, that is also going to come in handy. And of course, when killing these cows and collecting their resources, obviously mushroom cows will drop the typical leather as a normal cow would, and some steak, but it also drops an additional mushroom depending on the variant of their exterior skin. Yes, there is two variants of mushroom cows, or mushroom cows. And sadly I couldn't get one because, well, I need thunderstorm and lightning, and when lightning strikes a red mushroom cow, you get yourself a brown mushroom cow. Sheep, if you use shears on them, you collect wool, 16 different types of colored wool, and that's a whole thing on its own. Chickens, they require seeds of any kind whatsoever. It does not matter. And I mean, there's only like 4 seeds anyway that you could use on chickens, that being seeds, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, and beetroot seeds. So for your additional seeds that you collect all the time when farming large farms, this is how you get rid of them. And also, another thing as well, there's a chance that you could collect a baby chicken from an egg. An even smaller chance of collecting, hey look, there's 4 baby chickens in one egg. Yeah, that's a possibility. Now pigs. Pigs are interesting. I was always under the assumption that they only ever ate carrots. No, these things can also eat potatoes and beetroot. Who would have guessed? I certainly didn't. And yeah, that's a pretty nice addition. And of course, by killing off a chicken, you will end up collecting feathers and raw chicken itself. Do not recommend eating it, as I previously mentioned in my food topic. And pigs, when you kill them, you get yourself raw pork chop. Next step. Oh wait, why did I? Okay, we're gonna ignore the mushroom cows. They don't exist. I think I know exactly what happened. Oh yeah, and I was really planning on switching to keyboard and mouse, but then I realized, yeah, I can't do that. I only got one mouse. And connected to my computer, which I'm currently using for other stuff. Anyway, these three animals are a bit of a strange one. What animals am I talking about? I'm talking about llamas, horses, and donkeys. So, what do these creatures need? Well, they're a bit of an interesting bunch due to the fact of what it is they require in order for you to do stuff of anything with them. So, we're going to need to grab some of these golden stuff, some wheat, some apples, sugar, and a hay bale. Why do I need all these things? Well, you're gonna see in just a second. So when it comes to these three animals, and including a fourth one that you'll see very shortly, you need to tame all of them by simply just riding them until they love you, when hearts appear and stuff like that. I've already tamed these animals for, simplicity's sake, because I could be here forever trying to tame these things. And sure enough, it took me a while to tame the horse. Llamas, what do they need? They need hay bales, apparently. I wasn't fully aware of this. Yeah, if you give them hay bales, this is their breeding process. And if you give them wheat, it will, for one thing, grow the baby llama to become an adult llama. There you go. And wheat can also heal their health. Now, what do horses and donkeys need to breed after you've tamed them? Well, all these three golden variants. Yeah, if you want to go expensive, give them a enchanted golden apple. If you want to just stick with something easy to obtain, like a golden carrot from farming, or specifically from villager trading, give them a golden carrot. And what happens if you put a horse and a donkey together? You get yourself a beautiful mule. What the heck does a mule do? Well, it's just the same variant of both a donkey and a horse with their own specific types of, advantages. That being, of course, a similar speed, but not as fast as a horse, and the ability to carry luggage like a donkey. Yeah. Those are the things. Now, other than that, though, in order to grow these creatures, which is why we still have these other weird things, you could use wheat, apples, sugar, and hay bales on, well, as you can clearly see, you could use them to grow these animals and heal them. So, yeah. I remember when I first did this, I was not understanding, and now I fully do, and I feel like an idiot. Wolves, they also need to be tamed. Are they tamed? They're tamed from bones. How many bones? It depends. Sometimes you get lucky with one, or unlucky with a whole stack, which has happened to me once. Now, what do wolves need to breed? Well, that itself is a whole interesting story, because they require raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw, what's the thing called? What was it? Raw beef, basically. Raw mutton, raw rabbit, and I forgot to throw it in here, but also rotten flesh, cooked chicken, cooked pork chop, cooked beef, cooked mutton, cooked rabbit, and rabbit stew. And also I forgot to throw these ones in, but just about the other variants of other fish, such as called raw salmon, tropical fish, puffer fish, cooked salmon, cooked cod. So yeah, basically all the I should probably be very specific because of the thing I'm about to say, which makes it all confusing. The main raw thing, or the main food that allows you to breed wolves is the raw chicken, raw pork chop, raw beef, raw mutton, and raw rabbits, along with their cooked variants and rotten flesh. That is what allows them to... Oh, shoot. I need a free hand. That's what allows them to basically, well, become the ability to have that. or the ability to breed. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. What is the other stuff that I also have in my inventory? Well, these things are what gives them health. I'm not joking. Yeah, who would have guessed that you could use rabbit stew and rabbit stew and pufferfish to help heal them, and to also scratch it. You cannot use them to grow pups, basically, on bedrock. I forgot I threw that in there. So yeah, there's a lot of things that wolves can eat, and it follows real life, because dogs will eat anything. If you're a dog owner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now then, bees. Bees! What the heck am I talking about, bees? Well, I am not even kidding when I say every single flower, dandelion, blue orchid, oleum, azure bluette, I suck at pronouncing these names, I'm sorry, red tulip, orange tulip, white tulip, pink tulip, oxy daisy, cornflower, lily of the valley, sunflower, lilac, rosebush, peony, sure, and wither rose. I tested this, and I can guarantee you that you could use this to breed bees. If you need an example, well, I will give you an example. Bees, there's the wither rose, and here's the white tulip. Somehow, this thing is not dead. But it is stuck, so yeah. Enjoy the remainder of your life there. Oh boy. Next up, we got ourselves rabbits, or as I like to say sometimes, wabbit. Just because it's something stupid. Now, what do wabbits eat? Well, of course, as you can clearly guess from stereotypical standards, carrots. And golden carrots. And dandelions. I'm not even joking. You want proof? Here's a golden carrot, and here's a dandelion. Boom! They are... You know what? Considering how rabbits are in real life, this is not that far-fetched from their actual breeding. Yeah. I'm never gonna get that out of my head again. Next up, we got ourselves goats. These pesky things gave me a hard time trying to put them to put up this pen. They jumped over the fence. I forgot they jumped. They jumped over a double fence, and I realized that I should not overestimate their abilities. So I put a roof over them. I wouldn't be surprised if they just barged through that fence and broke it down like a ravager. What do they need? They need wheat. There you go. I swear, goats are just something else. They're their own little thing. What do we have next? We got sea turtles, right. Sea turtles require sea grass, obviously. And the thing about sea turtles is that they breed by using seagrass. However, they'll only lay eggs in the area where they are from. I think this guy's a little stuck. There we go. There it is. They'll only lay their eggs on the area that they are born in, essentially. So you can't just drag sea turtles to another air location and expect them to lay their eggs there. Since these turtles were spawned here, this is their breeding ground, or this is their egg laying ground, where they will lay their eggs, and bada bing bada boom. Next up, we got ourselves the lovely Panda Bears, which I remember last time gave me a really hard time. And I swear they've been doing this animation and I just absolutely love it. Look at this guy's face. He's got his tongue. Oh, look at this guy. Okay. Y'all want bamboo? yeah, I'm gonna admit it, panda bears are a bit of a strange one, due to the fact of how they function. Because the fact that it's not necessarily just, you know, give them one thing. No, no, no. I need to give them 8 bamboo each. So, this could be a while. So because of that, I'm gonna let them be, and I'm gonna grab the next thing, and that is for the foxes. And the foxes also gave me a hard time. Now, what do foxes need? They need both variants of berries, that being sweet berry and glowberry. So, yeah, and then there you go. You got yourself this. And of course, when it comes to a baby fox, it will always just, you know, be a pesky little thing. Like its parents. Now, I think I gave them... I'm gonna let that one be. I think I gave them their third one, I think. I don't know. I'll give them this one. It's gonna take a while. I will tell you that. Now then, what do these oxalotls and cacti? What? And cats need? They, of course, need fish. Specifically, raw cod and raw salmon. And that is it. Since I've already tamed the cats, since when it comes to cats, you need to tame them, well, I mean, you could just give them one of each and boom, you got yourself a baby cat. Now then, I think this is our 5th bamboo. Oxalotls, you don't need to tame them in order to give them stuff. Regardless, I don't even think you can tame oxalotls anymore. I remember at one point you could, and they turned into cats after you did so, but that's where I went wrong the last time. So, yeah. There we go. Oxalotls, and yeah, I mean, I think you can tame them, but it's just a weird, different type of taming, and they kind of still do their own thing. Much like real cats in real life. Alright, I think this is their 6th bamboo. Now then, when it comes to, well, these guys, oxalotls. Oxalotls are a bit of a pain, because they technically eat any type of fish that's already swimming in the water, but it's kind of weird because they don't actually eat those fish that they come across in the water. But if you give them a tropical fish in a bucket, that's how they breed. And that's how they officially eat, and you get yourself another oxalotl. I have been trying to obtain oxalotls in my survival world, and I've only ever came across one, and it sucks. Because I lost my chance to... actually, no, I came across 2, and it still sucks because I lost the ability to get it. That there is 7. This will be 8. Please work. Because I'm telling you, panda bears are a real pain. Okay. Maybe that was 7. This should be 8. Okay, well, regardless though, pandas are a bit of a strange one. They require 8. What in the world? Okay. They require 8 bamboo in order for them to actually start breeding, so yeah. We're gonna move on from there because I'm gonna be here forever trying to fight with the pandas. We're going to the nether. Why am I going to the nether? Well, because we got yet another type of species that we can breed. That being the hoglins and the striders. Yeah, surprisingly enough. I read about this. I forgot to test it out. We're about to find out. So if I'm not mistaken, it is the crimson fungus, which will breed hoglins. Yeah, I would have never guessed that. And it is the warped fungus that breeds striders. I would have not guessed that either, nor would I have tried that. And there we have it, everyone. That is the breeding process. I forgot that portals are weird when it comes to this place. That is just about all of the animals that you yourself can breed, with the exception of villagers. But villagers are their own type of category that's just out there. And well, I'm gonna end off the episode with trying to still breed pandas, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank everyone for joining me in this grand adventure of Minecraft lessons, and I hope you all learned something of interest. I can't get over their faces. Pandas are too adorable. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.